Hi everyone, we're here to do another flower pour. I wanted to try it out in my square mold I got from Julie Cuts, Pouring Your Heart Out. I am using J. Diction high gloss resin. It's in the round jugs. It is a 1-to-1 low viscosity resin. I find that it works well for this. But what I'm doing this time is I have two whites, which I do sometimes, but I'm using heavier pigments. And I'm going to sort of layer them and see how that works out. I've done it a couple times. I've been successful. I've never done it in a square mold. We'll see how it goes. So I mixed up 6 ounces of resin and I divided amongst these cups evenly. In my first cup, I put only 2 drops of Liquitex acrylic ink crimson because I wanted to keep this as my lighter weight pigment. As you can see, it's already getting kind of opaque because it is heavy. Next, I used this, I don't know how to describe it, muted Venetian pink. So I thought this is kind of heavier because it has like a white pigment in it that's mixed in. If it's not mixed together, it looks more orange. So this is what this looks like. And I debated adding more of this. You know what? Let's go ahead and add 2 more drops. Now I'm afraid it's going to become super opaque. And we don't want that because my next color I want to be my opaque color. So let's hope that I didn't add too much. And let's see what it looks like. We still want it to be on a transparent level. Yeah, still a little transparent, but you know, we got a little thicker, a little darker color. All right, so in my next cup, I took their, what is this? Rose, ochre rose. And this one is really muted and you could see the white in the bottom of the bottle. And I did try to mix it up really good. This again looks a little orange if it wasn't all mixed together. So I did 2 drops of this, and then to thicken it up further from Etta Art, I used their red and I did 2 drops of this. So it's going to be very similar to this color, just heavier. And if you look at this, you can't see through it, right? It's a heavy color. It's opaque. All right, so for my next, I'm using my Octopus Fluids resin ink Enoki. Now this bottle hasn't been working as great for me. It seems like I have to put more into it to get an effect, but because it's not as heavy, I've been getting smaller cells and I thought, well, I kind of like this. So let's try to repeat this here using this. So I did 40 drops, and as you can see, 40 drops, it's still pretty clear. It's still pretty lightweight. And then for my next one, I went up 1 level heavier and did CastinCraft Opaque Pigment Concentrate. And I did put 12 drops in this cup to get an opaque white. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is add my thin product white, my Enoki. And I'm just going to dump that right in. And if it covers the bottom, I'm completely happy with that. If it doesn't completely cover the bottom, I'm okay with that too. I may give it a little shove around to try to encourage it to cover the bottom, because I find that just helps me more with an even pour. All right, so that one's in. Next, I'm going to do my first color. And I do have to try to pour these fast so that the white doesn't close. Next, I'm going to use my next white and just slowly do it on the inside of this. Just a couple times. And try to lift it up without doing a drop somewhere. All right, next, I'm going to do some of this color, not all of it. And then I'm going to do some of this, outlining that. And it is going to help push our white back a little. I actually need to use the whole of this. Then I'm gonna do, I debated doing my other color, but let's do our white on the inside here. I might be pouring it a little heavy. Let's do a little spiral. I'm gonna go in with that spiral. Go back out with that spiral. And I am doing a circle, not the square, but I think that'll be fine. All right. And now we're just gonna pour the rest of this in the mold. I didn't quite fill the mold, but that's okay. That is fine. Now, I was debating what color bits. I don't really know. Those two orange. These look, I don't think those don't. So it's really between the rose gold glass bits or the red crushed glass bits. Let's go the red because it's a little bit darker. All right, let's give it a shot of heat to work out some of those little bubbles we poured in. And I had a scoop here. Where did I do with it? There it is. All right, I'm gonna stand up to make sure I get the center. Looks like I got a bit off to the side. Hopefully I got the center there. When it drops in and you can't see it, it drives me nuts. But that's good. Some air pockets were in there, so some bubbles are going to come up. Give them a shot of heat. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do to make sure it closes completely is I'm going to do the little spiral thingy. Just around, pulling it all together. And then that's it. We're just going to wait until it's ready to come out of the mold. We'll see how our heavier pigments did. See you in a bit. All right. Let's see how this worked out with our heavy products. Oh, wow. That's actually really cool looking. It's got like the dark red that we put in. You really can't see too much of the orangey color, but it's there. Oh, it's very pretty.